Back here, first things first, it is time to make your picks for Thursday Night Football Super 6. One of the questions for tonight's game is which team will win and by how many points? So take a look at the options. Nick, who are you taking?
I'm going with the 12s. Seattle at home by 6 or less. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Seattle is going to win. Chris Carter, I'm going Seattle by 6 or less as you're bobbing your head.
Oh, yeah. Me and Jenna, I'm trying to teach Jenna how to dance lately. She got a couple little moves and everything.
Comes back up.
I'm going with Seattle by 6.
Goes back down.
Oh, okay.
Comes back up.
Jenna got less than 6 moves on the dance floor. Seattle gets it done tonight with the 12.
I'll take the under.
Had one disappointing home loss.
I'll take the under.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay.
Take the under, yeah.
Do I not understand this? I took the under on how many dance moves I have.
You made 8 other mistakes today, but you got that one right,
Guys,
girl.
first of all, 8 was high.
Before the game kicks off tonight,
Download the Fox Super 6 app and play. How is Nick the adult on this? And play Thursday Night Football Super 6 for free for a chance to win $25 grand at Terry Bradshaw's money.
You be dancing like this, you win that money.
I've been dancing.
Please, we got to keep the show going.
So fun to annoy him. The Patriots' all-time leader in points, Gostkowski, has not been himself this season, missing 4 extra points. We might have a reason why. New England placed the all-pro kicker on IR yesterday as he'll undergo season-ending hip surgery. Add him to the litany of injuries on this already depleted Patriots roster. Pat safety Devin McCourty knows what this loss means for the team.
He's meant a lot to this team, obviously, for the whole time I've been here. And obviously, you see a lot of that in the record books and all of that, where he has a lot of records for this franchise. But I always speak on how much he means to the locker room. Always keeping it light. He's the best at every little thing and tournament we do in the locker room. So he'll definitely be missed throughout the year of just having his presence in there.
CC, I know there's something to next man up, but does it really not apply when it comes to a kicker who's been as consistent as Gostkowski's been?
When I go through the 53-man roster, and Belichick is the best in the business, yes, if he gets a journeyman left guard, can he show him some things technique-wise, him and Dante Scarnecchia? Or have they had another player in a similar situation that they can adapt to and show him some things that, you know something? He's not that good. We'll have a left tackle help him. We'll have a fullback in the game to be able to help him. We'll bring another tight end to be able to help him. We'll do a lot of smoke and mirrors where people won't know. You can't attack that guy. We're not going to drop Brady back 50 times. Every position on the team Belichick can do that for, except the kicker. Because the kicker, outside the long snapper and the holder, he's a man on the island. He is by himself. So all that intel, all that knowledge that Belichick has that he puts into winning every single game, he's not going to be able to help. You said some of the kickers that he's been there?
Oh, since
the kickers they're trying out.
Oh, Blair Walsh is one of them.
How's he going to scrub their brain? Because all of them got awful memories as far as being a kicker in this league.
It's why they're unemployed. I mean, listen.
The reason they're not on a team anymore.
The reason they're not on a there are 32 teams in the league. I think there's probably 75 people that have the athleticism, the requisite leg talent to be a quality NFL kicker. There's only about 15 that have the talent to go along with the mentality. The mind is what ruins kickers is they get in their own head. It's not usually that I just can't, 45 is his limit. Once if you are in NFL tryouts, it means in tryouts you look great. I'm sure almost all these guys are going to try out and they're going to look great. The reason the Patriots, one of the reasons they've been so fortunate and so successful over such a long period of time is they have gone essentially uninterrupted with 2 all-time greats mentally at that spot.
And Belichick has made special teams a priority.
Yes.
That's where Urban Meyer learned about special teams being a priority. That's where Nick Saban learned about special teams being a priority, knowing that if I can win that third of the game, that's why he has left-footed punters. No one else got left-footed punters. Why? Because the spin of the ball. He knows it gives him an advantage with guys returning it because they're not used to seeing that. So his overall intel and the lack of being able to, I can't help this guy after I sign him. And then the other thing, what about Patriot Nation? You, Jenna, your spouse, your partner, you guys cheer for the Patriots on a regular basis. What about when the kicker trots out there and he misses a kick? Do we throw our arms around them? I know when Josh Gordon came, the Patriot Nation threw their arms around it. What about AB a couple weeks ago in Miami? All those Patriot fans. So it becomes very, very difficult for this player. Is he the one going to cost them a championship? Like, this is an important position on the team, and they've dominated with special teams for years. So for me, this is problematic.
We think of Adam Vinatieri as a longtime pet. Adam Vinatieri played 10 years for the New England Patriots. Stephen Gostkowski has been there for 14. They have played more games in the last 20 years without Tom Brady than they have without either Vinatieri or Gostkowski as their kicker.
Wow.
They have more experience. If you heard that Brady was out for the season, they'd be cooked. But if you heard Brady is going to be out a few weeks, they have things to go to that have been successful. Either the year he blew his ACL or the year he was suspended. Both years, 11-5 and 3-1. Those 2 years, so they went a combined 14-6 in those 20 games without Tom Brady. They have things they can go to. The kicker, you're just hoping. And this is where, come the playoffs, the Ravens and the Chiefs are probably, I think, 3-2-1. Most people have it ranked as far as Ravens, Chiefs, Patriots, or maybe have Patriots, Chiefs flipped. The Ravens have the most accurate kicker in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The Chiefs have the most accurate kicker of the last 4 years, Harrison Butker. The Patriots had the most accurate kicker of the last 15 in Stephen Gostkowski. Now they got a guy. And when you're trying to win games, how did they beat the Bills? Great special teams, block punt, not necessarily great kicking, and defense. Now that element is I don't want to say it's gone, but it's a question mark. And you mentioned, we've talked about so many injuries to the Patriots. There's an element of the Patriots are like the NFL's supervillain. And even in the horror movies, you lop off enough body parts, and eventually Freddy Krueger can't come and get you.
Yeah.
Like
they become normal.
The left arm might have been the center. The right arm might have been Isaiah Wynn. Well, now all of a sudden they've lost both legs. And I'm just curious what Patriot magic they can do with the kicker position.
And when you take the kicker out of it, it affects more than just special teams. Now all of a sudden the offense changes a little. Now all of a sudden you're going for it on 4th down. Now all of a sudden your whole scheme changes when you approach a game. Am I right?
You're so right. You're so right. But if the offense does decide to go for it because they don't have a kicker that's dependable, what kind of message does that send to the kicker? Like, the kicker is not the most mental tough guy in the locker room. A lot of reason why we don't say anything to him. The coach tell you, the kicker missed a kick, don't you say nothing. Carter, shut your mouth, because I will say something spicy to him. You getting paid this week? Just on my way by him, to the cafeteria. They are not the same. So does it change the approach of Brady and the offense, Josh McDaniel? Once we cross the 50, Jenna, do we get more aggressive? That's a real question now without having that dependable, that's 3 points. Because Belichick, he prides himself on playing games the right way. And when you don't know if your kicker, what he's going to do, how do you respond to that?
All right, good stuff. Let's take a break. Coming up, WWE superstar Roman Reigns joins us live in studio next on First Things First.